Greetings, YouTube. So today we are continuing our look at the recent G.I. Joe releases for Classified, and today on the table we've got Zarana. So lots of people looking forward to her, including me. I'm not sure if I would have wanted other Dreadnoks first. I guess I'm okay with her coming first, but they need to go ahead and come on with the Dreadnoks. We're getting figures like, where's the freaking guy at? We're getting figures like this dude before Ripper and Buzzer and Torch. Come on, man. Where's the Dreadnoks? All right, let's have a look at the box here for Zarana. Nice artwork. And I know some people don't like it, but I do like the fact that they change up the artwork and they go with different styles with different characters. You know, not really a big deal, but it is something that I enjoy. And she is number 48. So let's have a look at Zartan's sister. Okay, so here we have Zarana out of the packaging. For those of you not in the know, Zarana is the sister of Zartan. She is the fraternal twin to Xandar, who is Zartan's other sibling. She played a prominent role in the cartoon and in the comic book. So she's one of those characters that once she was introduced, she was there to stay. Like, she made it even into the DIC series, if not for, you know, getting dumped by Destro. But that's the story for another day. So looking at the figure, it does look like she is completely new sculpt and pieces. I can't detect anything on her that has already been used. In fairness, there aren't that many female figures in the line. What do we have? Scarlet, Lady J, Baroness, and I'm drawing a blank. That might be all of them. I mean, you can count the female Blue Ninja, I guess, but that's not even really a character. The G.I. Joe ones, you have that one girl who was Storm Shadow's assistant in the Arashikage clan. I do not remember her name, so that tells you how important she is. But there's not that many female figures, so they almost had no choice but to do some, you know, new tooling. And then she also has a very unique outfit, very put together, very not regular, irregular type outfit, but it does look very good. I mean, very good. They did a really good job. The blue jeans and the rips, the belt, the chain, and then the face sculpt is excellent as well. Excellent. All right, so far so good with Zarana. Let's take a look at her accessories. Okay, so first thing let's take a look at is her extra wig. So the original Zarana had this kind of jacked up looking weird hairstyle, and it looked even worse on the 3.75 figure, but it has become like a nostalgia thing. I like this hairdo much better. The mullet, but with the dyed on the side, or in the, you know, at the roots there. This head sculpt and hairstyle is great. She does share the wig setup with Lady J, but it looks like hers works a whole lot better. So I haven't put this one on yet, so let's see if I'm correct in assuming that. And it would help if I put it on the right way, huh? So you cannot blame stuff for not working when it is user error. It's a whole lot tighter of a fit. Yikes. Okay, so that took way longer than I thought it should have, but I'm going to actually be happy that it did. Here's why. So her wig and head molding and setup is a lot more precise than Lady J's is. This isn't coming off, whereas with Lady J, you move her head a little bit, her hair will adjust and fall off or get moved to the side. This one was a lot tighter to fit on there, but it looks a lot better. It doesn't look like it's an extra piece almost. It looks like it was supposed to be there. So they improved greatly with that technology, or with that molding that they did, the precision of it for it to actually fit on there. So that actually looks pretty good. It's a ridiculous hairstyle, but it looks great as far as the figure. All right, so we'll leave the ridiculous hairstyle on there for now, and then we will look at the rest of her accessories. So you've got this backpack. Pretty good. No paint apps, but sculpting is nice. There is a slot in here, and I'm gonna assume that this slot is for this specialized knife that looks like it heats up, so that's kind of cool. Let's see, does that fit in here? Yeah, it looks like it does. So that's cool. Hopefully I did that correctly. So you got this cool heated up knife in the backpack. You get a regular knife. And then you get her submachine gun, which mine is a little bit bent. I have to work with that. It does have this little buzzsaw on the end. I want to say her original figure had something similar. This one actually makes a little bit, it does make sense. It's ridiculous, but it makes sense. If you get close quarters with somebody, you turn this thing on and start ripping people to shreds. And then you also get a magazine. So that works. Very good. Decent amount of accessories, and it does look like we're going to be able to fit all or most of them besides like the extra wig on her, so that's great. Okay, so looking at articulation. So the female figures sometimes, and it looks like we do have that case here as well, have different articulation setups than the male figures, especially in the torso area. So there's probably a diaphragm joint under the shirt, which is allowing her a little bit of crunch forward, but not a ton. And that's pretty much all you get at the diaphragm, and the waist doesn't move much either. So that's not real good. I'm not even gonna say it's okay. It's there, it's just not very useful. Head is normal. You do have the neck joint and the ball point or the ball peg at the top. Arms are restricted by this shoulder piece, and it's not going to slide under, but it is attached to the arm, so it's not like attached in here so that it could get up and out of the way. So that's a bit of a disappointment. That was a close one. So be careful with your Zarana. She comes apart much easier than other figures. That's never happened to me with a G.I. Joe figure. So you might want to heat her up, especially if you're like me and it's 10 degrees where you live. So she is double jointed. Let's see what kind of range we get here without popping the arm off again. Oh, that's pretty good. That's excellent range for a female figure. It's great. You get bicep cut, wrist swivel. Do have a vertical hinge on the right hand this time. Thank you, Hasbro. Drop down hips. Thigh cut. Double jointed, and we are pinless. And the spur can jab her own butt. I do like these boots. Excellent, excellent sculpt. And then you get a hinge. And I wanted to point this out, that her boots are not so high heeled that she can't stand. I mean, she got a heel on there, but it's not so high. They have a tendency to give female figures high heels, like everybody wears high heels into battle, but whatever. And then it makes them harder to stand up. All right, let's get some size comparisons and final thoughts. All right, so we will start off with some comparisons to the female figures from G.I. Joe Classified, at least the ones that I have. When I was trying to remember which female figures they had made, I do remember CoverGirl, but I don't have CoverGirl yet, so can't really speak on her. So we got Lady J and we got Scarlet. They do size up pretty well. Looks like Lady J might be a tad shorter than her, and Scarlet is definitely shorter than her, but not by much. Okay, and then we got Zarana here next to Heavy Duty Roadblock, who's looking massive compared to these ladies, but he's supposed to because he's a huge badass. That's right. She looks good next to them. Baroness, nice height comparison there. All right, and then we have Big Brother's Artan in the picture, and this is the one that changes colors. That's why his skin looks weird. And then we got Karak from Action Force. Unfortunately, Action Force does not have any female figures released yet, but they are coming soon, so I will be very interested to get those in hand and compare them to the G.I. Joe Classified females and see how they stack up. I mean, G.I. Joe Classified females after Scarlet have been pretty good. We'll see. Valorverse seems to knock stuff out of the park. All right, here we go with some Marvel Legends. First, we'll start off with some MCU/Disney Plus characters. You got Okoye and She-Hulk. And She-Hulk is huge. Sheesh. All right, and now here's Zarana with the Zesray combatants, the female gladiators. And yeah, this doesn't really fit genre-wise, but I wanted to put some other females up here. These S-Ray female figures are spectacular. I've been telling anybody that'll listen, if you can find them for a reasonable price, because they have skyrocketed on the secondary market, you need to pick them up because they're that good. Okay, so final thoughts on Zarana. She is a very, very well done figure. I am, I'm not going to say I'm surprised, because I would think that you wouldn't screw up a classic, iconic character like this, but they did not, and that's good. She has everything I would want in a Zarana figure. The sculpt and everything is spectacular. You're talking about all this new tooling and all these new pieces and parts. It's great. I love how they improved on the wig system. The wig system has been greatly improved. In case you're wondering about that, that was a concern for me when I saw that she had an extra hairstyle, but they did an excellent job with the wig, hair, swapping. She's really well done. Really well done. I don't really have anything to complain about her. So, Zarana, home run. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.